We are roughly 6 weeks away from the Northwest Fresno residents heading to the ballot box for a special election. Who will win the seat for Fresno City Council's District 2? We've heard from Carbasi, Garcia, and Herman. We now bring in business attorney at McCormick Barstow, Jared Gordon over here, and Oscar Sandoval, who worked on Congressman T.J. Cox's campaign staff. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. And I just want to start off by saying, all the same questions here. The mayor's budget, it was $1.8 million over budget by the city council. They have their own budget analyst that says that they will be fiscal responsible with that budget if they approve it. But the mayor says no, he's going to line veto that. Would you have voted for that budget, $1.8 million over?
I would not have voted for it. The City of Fresno Charter requires that the budget be balanced. I was on the City of Fresno Charter Review Committee, where we helped revise the charter, and I believe in our city charter. I would adhere to it, and I don't think I could in good conscience vote for a budget that I thought was at all out of balance.
Oscar, how do you see it?
Yeah, again, I believe in balanced budgets as well. I don't like spending money that we don't have. So again, I would have relooked at a few things and see where we could have spent less.
Okay, and obviously part of the budget is that $200,000 added into that budget for the Advanced Peace Program, where gang members could be offered stipends if they put down their guns, change their lifestyle. The mayor has promised that this would be a part of the budget. It's $200,000 at this point. Oscar, I'll start with you on this. Should this be in there?
So I think we need to take an approach to policing that's community-based. Well, the problem is, when you have the events like what happened last weekend with all these shootings, that's all, and we have laws that, or actions that are reactive to that situation. Programs like Advanced Peace and programs, maybe not that one specifically, but those are proactive solutions. We need to kind of cut this problem off at the root and really not put those people in situations where they are shooting, where they are picking up a gun. Because let's face it, a lot of things happened in their lives that went wrong that put them up to that point, and we're not doing enough about it.
Jared, how do you see this?
So I'm very much willing to look at innovative policing solutions and solutions to our crime problems. But I don't think that this is one of those solutions. First of all, it's already in 2 cities. It's untested. They're not seemingly trying to do a real test of it. And frankly, I think it's morally repugnant for us to pay people in order to not commit crimes of violence. Now, I know that there are times where some much smaller things like truancy, there's been effective uses of stipends to prevent truancy. Murder is not truancy. Aggravated assault is not truancy. We should not expect that we would use any of our taxpayer dollars to help fund a program like that.
The thing is, community policing has, we need to give people a stake in our policing efforts. So if we want people to build trust with the police, not only do police need to recruit from these neighborhoods, but we need to build that trust. So again, when you have officers on the scene, like there was a shooting this weekend, a lot of the witnesses didn't cooperate. That means the bad guy is at large right now. That's because there's no trust.
Okay, let me move on to this. Esmeralda Soria, Miguel Arias took that trip to Washington, D.C. on the taxpayers' dime. Again, that is part of their fund, though, that they can take out of to take such trips. They did not publicize the trip ahead of time, but then when they did get a chance to meet with Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to apologize for the Grizzlies video mistake, that's when they did do a little bit of social media there. How would you have done this trip? Would you have done the same thing and taken the trip, first of all?
Well, I would have certainly coordinated with the Grizzlies ahead of time. I think, this was the Grizzlies' problem to address, and I would have certainly been happy to work with them to try to resolve the issue with the Congresswoman. I think, for example, it might have been appropriate for her to be invited to the City of Fresno to throw out a pitch for the Grizzlies.
But they were sending out an olive branch. They were there for the DREAM Act. They were there for other reasons. And this was, they say, a chance meeting.
Well, that's what they said, but they sure got their names in the paper, and they got themselves all over social media, and I guess good for them for managing to use that to their advantage.
I think with the national climate the way it is, these are people's lives that are in danger, whether elected officials or communities of color, communities that have been traditionally ignored by our representation. Sometimes these things need to happen. I'm not in favor of people missing meetings over them, because if you're elected to city council, or if you're an elected official, period, you need to do your job. The thing is, though, these gestures, they do need to happen.
If I can jump in on that, I want to note that You know, we've had violence in the recent past against our congressional representatives. And not very long ago, we had the congressional baseball game. It was at a congressional baseball game practice only a couple years ago that a number of the members of the Republican leadership were shot at, including Congressman Scalise, who was seriously injured. And so I think we should take that seriously, but we should not make the assumption that only one side is somehow in danger, because that is certainly not the case.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely a both sides issue, and it's because of the rhetoric. We need to tone it down.
Let me ask you this. You kind of already answered this question. Council attendance. Soria missed out on a vote last week on advanced peace. Bredefeld has done that in the past. Capriolio has done that in the past. Council members through the past have not made every single vote, have not made every single meeting, but you say you will?
Yeah, absolutely. Barring emergency, illness, or anything like that, I will not miss a meeting.
It's my intention to never miss a meeting. It's possible that I'll miss a vote. I am a practicing attorney, but I don't typically go to court, so I don't usually have any court conflicts. And I could certainly try and schedule around them.
Fresno mayor's race coming up. Who are you endorsing?
I need to talk to all the candidates. I don't have an endorsement yet.
I think I agree with the chief on a lot of issues. There are a couple things that I really want to hear from all of the candidates on, in particular, how they plan to approach some of the potential sales tax initiatives that might be on the ballot.
Guys, we got to cut it there. Best of luck to you guys. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.